Ako po si Cheryl Cosim, isang mamamahayag. With MX3, matagal ko na silang kakilala. I have a hypertension and I was told by my cardiologist na to stop taking coffee. I cannot. I'm gonna die without coffee. Parang hindi magiging perfect yung day ko kung hindi ko siya sisimulan sa pag-inom ng coffee. From then on, I would take it every day talaga. Yun na yung kasama ko hanggang, kasi may acid reflux din ako. But with MX3, I don't take it just once a day, but twice, sometimes max of 3 times. And then, yung MX3 capsule, I would always hear it from my mom and my aunt and uncle sa New York. So I started taking it too. Pag nagkakaedad ka na, kailangan mas bigyan mo ng halaga yung kalusugan mo. And since MX3 is all natural and I'm a believer of all natural, wala akong naging problema sa pag-take ko noon. I have 3 daily programs. I have my 12 to 1 p.m. I have my 4 to 5 p.m. radio. Both nung dalawang show na yon ay solo. And then I have the 5:30 to 8 p.m. na Frontline Pilipinas. So you put a lot of energy. Mas may energy ako, mas less ako nagkakasakit. Sa industriyang to, pag ganito ang trabaho mo, no work, no pay ka. So minsan, kahit masama na yung pakiramdam mo, papasok ka pa rin. Hardly that you would see me na uma-absent because kaya ng katawan ko kahit na ganitong nagkakaedad na nga. You know, I've been in the industry for almost 30 years. Yung pagiging journalist ko, nagkataon lang, wala sa dream ko maging journalist. So, I was on vacation. We migrated sa Amerika. I would go back and forth because naiwan yung brother ko, si Emil. And nanonood daw ng TV. And then, well, I was with the ABS-CBN. Kailangan nila ng bagong reporters and newscasters for Studio 23. Sabi ko, masubukan na. Nag-try lang ako. Nag-audition ako. Hinanap ko yung pinakamagandang picture ko. Pinakamagandang picture ko. And I submitted it sa talent center pa noon. Pagdating ko, ang taas ng mga resume. Sabi ko, okay. I mean, I just wanted to try. I was able to see itsura ng newsroom ng ABS-CBN. Sabi ko, ganito pala. Starstruck ako kay Julius Babaw. Oo, mas matanda sa akin si Julius Babaw. Gilbert Remulla. Sabi ko, ay, ito pala tong mga to. And you know, they called after 3 weeks. And then another audition. And then they called another couple of weeks for another audition. Yung pala, from 300 yata kami or 100, down to 100, down to 10, and then down to 7. So, naghanap kami ng lalaki, karamihan kasi babae. So, it was for Studio 23. And the rest is history. It's a calling. Kasi kung sweldo ang pag-uusapan mo, it's a decent job. Pero baka akala ng ilan, ng marami, because we're on TV, katulad kami ng mga big stars na ganon kalaki yung sweldo. But it's something na mapapalapit sa puso mo, especially when I was launched as the host of Salamat Doc. Yung mga medical mission na ginawa namin. Nakarating kami kung saan-saan bahagi ng Pilipinas. Yun yung pinaka na-embrace ko sa trabaho ko. It's the medical mission. It's the public service aspect. Hanggang nakarating ako dito with our Alagang Kapatid Foundation. We would go to Maguindanao, as far as the most south na nga most pa ng Palawan, yung mga walang kuryente. We have a tie-up with, of course, the MVP group of companies. Magbabangka kami, matutulog kami doon ng several days, and we would experience ang kanilang buhay na pagdating ng gabi, genset, pero 2 hours lang yon. Every day, every story is different. Minsan, diba, sa buhay, nagrereklamo tayo, pagod na ako. Ano ba to? May hinihiling ka or may na-expect ka, hindi nangyari. Pero ito, paglabas mo sa baba, sa labas, mas ma-appreciate mo ang buhay. My family is my life. Ayun na, yung pala. Separated ang parents ko. But we have a very good relationship. Kahit na may may sarili ng pamilya. My dad, I have a good relationship with him and sa family niya. And 4 kaming girls, and then bunso namin si Emil na nag-iisang lalaki. 9 months old doon si bro, nagkaroon siya ng infection sa brain. And nung inoperahan siya, nung nilagyan siya ng stent, yun na yung naging permanent damage sa kanya. He's my strength. And there are just days that you get tired. So yan, didiretso ko lagi yan sa kwarto niya. Yan ang sumbungan ko. Kakusapin ko siya. Tapos meron kasi siyang way of looking at you na parang everything will be okay. It's different when you started really having a relationship and knowing God. High school lang ang natapos ko. And since I got into this job, never ako nawala ng trabaho. I produced my radio show. And we're almost on our 10th year. And for 3 years, hinahunting ko talaga yung MX3 because I would always hear them sa radio, see them in every channel. Sabi ko, sino may-ari nitong MX3? Baka pwede kong kunin na sponsor. And then, nag-cross nga yung path namin ni Miss Myrna, na si Myrna, kilala ko, ABS-CBN days pa, working for another company. Sabi niya, sige, I'll try. I'll try to connect you with Miss Gina. Sabi ko, sige na, 3 taon na akong nagpaparamdam. It was, I think, a Wednesday or Thursday. Sabi niya, pumayag si Miss Gina. Lumipad ka daw ng Davao. Sabi ko, ha? Davao? I have work. So, pinagdasal ko. Sabi ko, pwede po bang Sabado? Pumayag si Ma'am Gina. Pumunta ka daw. 7 a.m. ha? Nandun ka na. Ha? Sabi ko, yung newscast ko, natatapos kami 11 p.m. So, lilipad ako first flight to Davao. Di na ako natulog. I was at the airport by 4 a.m. So I could get there before 7 sa bahay niya. Pumasok ako. Dumating si Ma'am Gina. Sabi niya, ikaw pala si Cheryl. Sabi niya, wala lang. Sabi niya, gusto mo mag-Holy Land? Pero hindi ako naniwala. Kasi parang ngayon lang tayo nagkilala. And then you'd offer me if I want to go to Holy Land. Mga bandang 7:30, yun pala kaya niya ako pinapunta to attend a service. Andun na ako, nabulaga ako na attend ako ng service. Katabi ko si Ma'am Gina sa harap. Paglingon niya, siguro wala na ako, nandun na ako sa likod. I was just crying. Talagang sobra yun that really hit me. That was my first service. Talagang dinala ako doon ng Panginoon. Na parang, masyado kang stress. Nag-iisip ka kung anong trabaho mo, or nakakalimot ka, or hindi mo ako naaalala, or mag-thank you ka sa akin. Pero wala tayong relasyon. It was parang him reaching out to me pa na, I want to have a relationship with you. Mas naging na-strengthen yung relationship ko sa kanya. Mas natuto akong kumalma, not to worry. So now, I am just grateful because sila yung naging daan ng Panginoon para lumapit ako sa Kanya at mas makilala ko siya.